The Mechanic is a film that we did for a friend of mine, Colton. He owns a bike repair shop and an apparel company called Crank House.
The first thing I want to say with making this video, we messed up on every single aspect of making this video. I honestly didn't even think that we were going to make a cut of this video because we screwed up on everything.
This was my first time trying to do like a mountain biking film. There are times where you feel like you have so much that you want to create and you have so many ideas that are running through you that you're like, oh, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this. And there's so many different options kind of reeling through your mind. And then there's the kind of moments where honestly, you're just a little bit stuck. You don't have like a clear-cut picture of this is what I want to create and this is the direction that I want to go with this film, or I even have a film that I can take in a direction. There's some times where you don't even know where to start.
When we first went over to our buddy's house to go and film, the first thing that we did wrong was we forgot to put the microphone in the actual microphone part of the camera. We put it in the headphone jack. That is the most amateur thing you could possibly do. So the entire video, while I was piecing it together, like that Mechanic part, I was literally having to go onto every single website possible to download this sound, download that sound, and I had to compile every single sound. There was a point where I was just like, this is stupid. We shouldn't even do this. This was dumb. But we kept going through it and we finally got that sequence done. And now I think it actually works pretty well.
While we were starting to kind of do random things, that builds up that creative, oh, now that we've done it this way and we saw that that didn't work, like that gives me maybe an idea to go this direction. And that's kind of like, that's how you get out of those creative slumps. You just start doing shit. Just start making mistakes.
Other stupid things that we do while we were recording, while we were filming.
I completely forgot that we had to add in every single sound effect because we completely botched the audio. I can't believe I completely forgot about that.
So it was kind of just like when we first started filming with Colton, it was very, very, I want to say casual, to be honest. We just took one light over to his garage, had him put his own bike up on the bike stand. We're just like, all right, man, what would you do? Just kind of walk me through a day in the life of Colton working on his own bike. What does that look like?
No.
I just love that. No.
Kind of wanted him to get into the headspace of not really noticing that we're there with a couple cameras pointing at his bike, and just letting him kind of get into his zone.
We were helping out a friend with his company. We didn't have the most professional gear with us. We were shooting on a GH5 and a Sony a7 III. The other big issue and the other big mistake that we had while we were shooting on those two cameras, the Sony a7 III only shoots in 8-bit, which is really, really frustrating to color grade. The GH5 shoots in 10-bit, but I was an idiot and I accidentally put it to 8-bit, which made it really, really hard to color grade that camera too. The other thing that I messed up on was Kevin was shooting in 4K and I was shooting in 1080p while we were shooting all the mechanic stuff. Every elementary thing that you should be doing with your camera, you know, checking your settings, checking this, we didn't do that. We were just shooting, we were having fun with our friend, and we messed up on everything. And even though we messed up on like elementary thing, we were still able to go and put it in the edit room and fix those mistakes. Not necessarily fix them, but better those mistakes to try to make it like a film that we were proud of.
Creativity comes from having to solve problems. That's how these ideas come to be. They come to be because you just try to make something. The act of filming this piece, more often than not, we were running into problems and we were coming up with solutions. It was just like, oh, what if we do it this? That's not gonna work. You know, what if we do it this way? No, I don't like the way that works. And so just kind of going back and forth of what works and what doesn't starts to get your mind thinking about creative solutions to problems that you've been running into. And that's what makes films fun, I think. It's the problem solving aspect of it.
What I'm trying to say with like mistakes and all that type of stuff is don't be afraid to fail. You're going to fail, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna set your frame rate to 60 frames per second when you're shooting an interview when you wanted it at 24. It's going to happen. Just go out and keep practicing, keep doing. We've gotten a lot better since then. Now the microphone is always in the microphone jack and our headphones are always in the headphone jack. But at the same time, on some of our first films, we messed up, we screwed up, and luckily this wasn't a paid client or else we would have been in really big trouble. but luckily we were able to fix all those things in the edit. So just go out there, start filming. Find a friend that needs some help with something and film something for them.
Look for a way to help someone. Look for a way that you can just bring a little bit extra into somebody else's life through your tools with a camera. Look for ways that you can add value to someone else's world. Colton was starting up a brand new company. He was in the very early stages of it, of building up his inventory, building up his customer base, and starting to actually move and sell product. Being that we're a very new media house as well, and we're starting to build up our own client base, and we're starting to get our name out there so that we can then get hired for the work that we want to do. It felt like a really good time for us to help each other out. We can do a project, gives us a whole bunch of creative freedom where we get to just tell whatever story we want to come up with. And he, on the other hand, gets to have the actual final film that we created for him that tells a little bit of the story of his company, and he can use it on his media and his marketing and all that stuff.
And just do the best that you can. Starting to create this production agency is such a cool feeling. We are a tiny, tiny YouTube channel. I don't think even recording this video, I don't think we have 100 subscribers. It's an amazing feeling to actually get views on a video. When we don't have any like type of audience or subscribers or anything, we're still like, we're getting a decent amount of video, like views on some of our videos, and it's amazing to see that people are actually wanting to watch some of the content we make. I'm not saying that everybody wants to watch the content we make or that our content's even the best content in the world. There's plenty of other videographers that are far better and make a lot better content. But the fact that there are some people in this world that like have messaged us on our videos, and they've said, wow, this was like a really beautiful piece. This inspired me to go out and do something. I think that's the main reason why we do this.
We didn't get paid for this. We didn't get hired to do this. We did this because we wanted to help a friend's company out. And like sometimes you do just need to work for free because you have to make stuff, and there's not always somebody gonna be there to pay you to make stuff. So make the stuff that is important to you. Just keep trusting that if you keep going down the direction that you feel is right, like the money's gonna come when the money needs to come. And like this is the weird stuff that happens with like doing projects that have no purpose or monetary value behind them in the beginning, is that once we did this film and sent it out there, we were contacted by a bike film festival because they had seen it. They emailed us and they were really excited about the film, and they wanted us to submit it to their festival. And then they asked if we had any other films that we had coming out like in the next couple months or so that we'd be interested in submitting to their festival as well. Taking those initial steps of trust your instincts on it, trust your gut, trust that like what you have to say and what you have to create like is of value to other people in this world. Like if you have something that you think is worth telling, it is worth telling, let's be honest. Like anything that you have to say is worthwhile. And if you put your like honest, authentic self into it, other people are going to register that.
We keep making videos in hopes to inspire other people and to make people want to feel something. A lot of times with videography and stuff, you get so wrapped up in, I need to go make money, I need to go and create something more. And sometimes it has to come back to those like fundamental, like, why are you putting this on YouTube? Why are you putting this on this platform? You're doing it because you love the art, you love the creativity. And I think a lot of people lose that. And so you just need to keep focusing on like, why am I creating something? Why am I trying to film this film? Try to tell the story that you want to tell.
Take a look at what you currently have access to, what are in your immediate surroundings, and where you could possibly put your efforts and your attentions into something to start creating.
Say thank you to all of our subscribers.
All 12 of you.
So all 12 of our subscribers that we currently have, I don't know how many we have, I know it's under 100. I just want to say thank you for actually like subscribing to our channel and thinking that our content is worth enough time to even press that subscribe button. It seriously is such a cool feeling to like have such a small channel and still be getting people that want to interact with your content.
Yeah, what direction my bike's gonna go.
Sweet, good day.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I'm exhausted.
We're gonna make some awesome stuff.